MS-13 or Mara Salvatrucha is one of the most brutal and feared gangs in the world. Its power spreads across countries, from El Salvador to America. Every member who joins is trained harshly, in ways that can be life-threatening. Loyalty to the gang is a price fixed above all else. But how did it all begin? This is the story. The film begins by showing a member of MS-13, also known as the Mara Salvatrucha gang. His name is Casper. His job is to collect money from various areas under the gang's control, mainly in Tapachula, near the Mexican border with Guatemala. After collecting all the money, Casper goes to meet a friend, a boy named Smiley, who has just dropped out of elementary school. Smiley is told that he was called earlier. He's already among the gang members of Mara Salvatrucha. Today, he will be officially initiated as one of them. The gang leader, Lil Mago, begins the initiation ritual. He starts counting, and Smiley is beaten by all the gang members without mercy. His screams are filled with pain, but he tries to hold on. When the count reaches 13, Lil Mago stops them. Casper helps Smiley stand. Smiley's face is covered in blood and bruises, but now he's one of them. The initiation is complete, and despite his wounds, Smiley smiles happily. Meanwhile, in the neighboring country of Honduras, a young woman named Syra meets her uncle, Orlando. He tells her that her father has just come from America to bring her there for a better future. When he arrives, her father, Horacio, is moved to see his grown daughter. Syra has been living without him since her mother's death years ago. Horacio tells her they will leave tomorrow at dawn from the Bombala station in Mexico, a place crowded with immigrants. Back in Mexico, Casper and Smiley are on a surveillance mission. But Casper receives a message from his girlfriend and leaves his duty to meet her, while Smiley keeps watch outside. Casper and his girlfriend, Martha Marlena, make love. Deeply in love, they dream about building a life together. Marlena persuades Casper to marry her soon. On the way back to the gang's headquarters, Casper reminds Smiley to keep his relationship secret. The gang must never find out. When they arrive, Smiley is introduced to his new brothers. Everyone has their own nickname and role. Lil Mago greets them and asks about the results of their patrol. Casper lies, saying he found no prey in Bombala. Lil Mago then takes them to see a captured rival gang member, beaten and helpless. Without hesitation, Lil Mago hands Smiley a gun. With Casper beside him, Smiley is ordered to kill for the first time. Smiley pulls the trigger. The experience leaves him traumatized. Lil Mago tries to calm him down, reminding him that he's now part of the family. Then, suspicious, Lil Mago questions Casper again about whether he truly went to Bombala, because other gang members claim they never saw him. Casper insists he didn't see them after 3 days of searching. Meanwhile, Syra, her father, and uncle cross into Guatemala. Her father orders them to memorize their family's phone number in America. Days later, they reach another border, in Ticuñuman, Mexico, separated by a narrow river. But immigration officers catch the crossers. They demand money from everyone who doesn't want to be deported as illegal immigrants. Eventually, the three arrive at Bombala station. Syra's feet are blistered from the long walk. Horacio shows her a photo of their family and a map, explaining that it will take 3 weeks to reach the Mexican-American border, and only a small portion of immigrants ever make it there. That night, Casper, supposed to be watching over migrants, is instead with Marlena. Their conversation turns into a fight. Marlena accuses Casper of cheating with another woman from the gang. Angry, she storms off, but Casper stops her, only to run into Sol, another gang leader. Sol warns them that there will be a gang meeting tomorrow, and they must stay alert. Rival gangs are moving in disguise among the migrants. A train arrives, waking everyone up. Horacio pulls Syra close, trying to find a safe place. But their train's departure is suddenly cancelled. As migrants wait for the next train, the Mara Salvatrucha gang gathers elsewhere. Lil Mago tells his men that rival gangs are becoming stronger. They must be vigilant. He then punishes Casper and Smiley for lying. Marlena, worried, follows Casper, hoping to take him home. But Lil Mago stops him, ordering him to serve his punishment. When Lil Mago sends Marlena away, he suddenly grabs her and begins harassing her. She resists, but he overpowers her, and in the struggle, he kicks her down. Her head hits the ground. Marlena dies instantly. That night, Casper learns of his lover's death. He breaks down in tears, torn between grief and rage. Soon, Lil Mago orders Casper and Smiley to prepare for a new job in Bombala. A freight train is set to depart that night. Migrants crowd the roofs, hoping to hitch a ride. As the train moves under a cloudy sky, rain begins to fall. The slippery tracks force the train to slow down. Lil Mago takes this chance to rob the migrants. But Casper finally snaps. Without a word, he slashes Lil Mago with a machete, killing him. He orders Smiley to jump off the train and escape. Smiley later finds Lil Mago's lifeless body. While Syra, nearby, tries to calm Casper, who is consumed by grief. Back at Mara Salvatrucha headquarters, members mourn their fallen leader. They vow revenge. But Casper can't yet be hunted, he's in rival gang territory. Sol sends word to all MS-13 branches to find and kill the fugitive. Smiley, accused of conspiring with Casper, begs for a chance to prove his loyalty. He asks to be the one to kill Casper himself. Sol gives him a gun, and orders him not to return until the mission is done. Meanwhile, on the train, Casper sits alone, haunted. Syra approaches and offers him food, grateful for how he protected her. He accepts quietly. At dawn, the train reaches a refugee camp. Migrants rest and buy a bit of food, saving what little they have for the long journey ahead. Syra tries talking to Casper again, but he stays distant. Her father warns her to stay away from him, a criminal with blood on his hands. Elsewhere, Smiley meets another branch of the MS-13 gang. News of Lil Mago's death has spread quickly. A leader named Scarface promises to help hunt Casper down. Despite her father's warning, Syra continues to befriend Casper. Their bond slowly grows. They share small moments, quietly sitting together as the train moves closer to the city. Casper warns her that police presence will be heavy at the next station. They must get off before it stops. As they sneak off, MS-13 members also arrive. Scarface orders his men to spread out and search. Casper is spotted and chased through the rail yard. A shootout breaks out between Scarface's men and another gang. Outnumbered, they retreat, allowing Casper to slip away into the abandoned carriages. Casper hides silently, moving carefully through the shadows. Finally, he manages to escape. But then he's shocked to see Syra has followed him. She scolds him for staying. The gang will surely return. With no other choice, Casper seeks help from a middle-aged woman named Clarissa, someone he once collected protection money from. Clarissa warns that the Mara Salvatrucha has already contacted her, but she still agrees to help him and Syra reach the American border by train. Meanwhile, Horacio and Orlando arrive at the station, confused and worried. Syra is gone. Horacio insists they must continue, as no other train heads toward the border. Clarissa helps Casper and Syra hide in a car transport truck bound for the US border. As they ride secretly inside, Casper feels guilty, determined to return Syra to her family. But Syra tells him she feels safe as long as he's with her. As the truck moves, Casper listens to an old recording of Marlena. Her smile still lingers in his mind, a memory he refuses to let fade. Soon, the truck reaches a checkpoint. Fortunately, the officers don't inspect it and they pass safely. At the same time, Horacio and Orlando, trying to cross the border on foot, are chased by police. In the chaos, Horacio falls and disappears. Orlando finds only his brother's lifeless body. Meanwhile, Mara Salvatrucha members, armed and ready, begin searching trucks near the checkpoint, but they find nothing. Unbeknownst to them, Casper and Syra are already hiding in a church dormitory nearby, along with other migrants. There, Syra meets a middle-aged man who had traveled on the same train before. She asks about her father and uncle. With sadness, he tells her the truth. Her uncle has been deported, and her father is dead. Syra breaks down in tears. Casper can only sit beside her in silence. The next day, they walk toward the border river separating Mexico and America. Casper tells Syra that once she crosses, they'll have to part ways. But before she leaves, he asks her to promise she'll meet her father's family in America. Syra hesitates, then begs him to come with her. Moved, Casper agrees. They pay a river guide with Casper's digital camera, the only thing left of Marlena. Syra goes first, floating on a tire. But unseen eyes are watching them. Suddenly, Mara Salvatrucha gang members appear and rush toward the river. Syra, who can't swim well, struggles to stay afloat. Casper runs to draw their attention away, but he's surrounded. Cornered, Casper is shot by Smiley, his former friend. The first bullet hits his stomach, followed by a rain of gunfire from the rest of the gang. Syra can only watch helplessly from the river as Casper's body falls lifeless. She swims back to shore, sobbing uncontrollably. Her protector is gone. Her uncle has been deported. Her father is dead. Now, Syra must face America alone, carrying only her memories, her pain, and her father's family phone number. She picks up the phone and dials. And that was the story behind The Brutal World of MS-13, a tale of loyalty, love, and loss. What do you think about this ending? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you won't miss our next deep dive into another powerful story from around the world.